Here I have one router. You know, I am network engineer. I am going to configure this router. So around 10 days pehle, I have just configure one password there on enable mode or console port or line v12. Means I have secure all all port through that anyone can access this router. I have set a password, same password maybe or different password. But today I also need to access this router, and today I have forget the password. Today I don't know what was the password. So can I break the password of this router?
Oh yes, we can break the password, but I forgot the steps actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we have to restart the switch, right? We have to restart the switch and we have to boot it.
Yeah, sure. We have to reset the devices
Yes, yes,
Okay,
by
yes.
turn off
That's
the
using
right.
a
device.
rebooting.
Should I turn off it?
While turn off, we have to go with booting option, right?
So
So
here it is.
before that, this router is not integrated to TechX, any TechX server, sir?
No, no. See, router is booting. Yes, brother.
And there is a reset button will be there in basically Prabhu. Actually, little hole like we have to put in a
On router or on
press in the hole.
computer? On router or keyboard?
Yeah, in router.
No, no, no. On router there is no reset button. There is one reset
Yeah,
button in the back, but on front I am not able to see anyone.
let me share. I did also reset the devices.
Hmm?
But sir, can we not break the password without resetting the configuration? Because
Yeah.
if
Configuration
we
is
erase
import.
everything, then there is no point, right? I
No,
mean,
no. Exactly. Configuration is there, and by the way, reset button can also not help to change the password or to break the password. Directly reset. There is concept of configuration register value. If anyone know this configuration register value, then tell me.
Actually, as we know, what I know, actually, just I will explain it. First, actually, we have to 2 to 3 times we have to press that button. Means we need to reboot that system. Okay, and it should become. Means
Reboot means
actually,
what? Means turn off the device and turn on. How I will boot the device?
Now
yes,
there
yes,
is a mode change button also there,
yes.
Prabhu.
Roman
I
mode,
sent,
Roman mode.
I
Yeah,
sent in WhatsApp
Roman
image.
mode. Actually, we should enter in that Roman mode.
How I will
Yeah,
enter in Roman mode? This button, after pressing this button, I need to.
wow, while rebooting, we have to put in this button, and it will be going to booting option. We can select this and that reset the devices.
No.
And
First I will press this button, right?
yeah,
Yes, yes.
After that,
yeah,
I
while
will,
rebooting.
while rebooting, what I will do?
While rebooting, we have to press this
No,
button. Actually, it's not button.
How
It's
reboot
like
the
small
device?
hole. We have to put in the yeah like pin.
Okay, so
We have to press by a pin.
how to reboot the router? While rebooting, I need to press it, right?
Yeah, once like a plug and unplug the power. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, while rebooting, we just to press this hole, and it's asking some two options, and we can select what we need. Like if we need to go with the booting option, we can go, and
I
there
think
is also reset option also will be there.
Okay, I got it.
Prafulji,
So he is
that
saying,
mode.
I got
No, no,
it,
no.
got it.
Yeah, that mode button is there, right? Mode button.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, mode button. We have to press it 2 to 3 times. I think it will
Yeah, we
enter.
have to continuously press.
Yeah,
And what about my configuration?
It will
that
be fully erased if press device once we reset the device.
So I don't want to lose my configuration.
And we
Then
no,
have
I
to
think
recover the.
So
I
this is
think
a
no, no,
physical
no.
way of
I
handling it,
think
right?
that configuration. I think it will not erase. If we press that mode button 2 to 3 times, okay, it will enter to that Roman mode. Okay,
Okay.
and after that it will start that start configuration. Actually, we have to ignore it. Okay.
Okay.
and then actually we have to boot that switch
How?
by using that boot command.
Okay. I will type boot, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Recused boot, like this command will be there.
After that, we have to copy that startup configuration
Okay.
to that running configuration. Okay.
Startup configuration to running configuration. Okay.
Yes.
So already
And
there is content in running configuration. Device, if device is live, that means there is configuration in running configuration, means RAM. Okay, configuration is still there in RAM. Next.
yeah, and after that we have to type like no system ignore startup configuration. That command is there, right?
Okay, which command, tell me here? Here?
No system ignores startup configuration switch.
No system. There is no any command like no system in privilege mode.
Now
Let
you
me
have
check.
to go privilege.
No,
Privilege
in
mode?
that in the configuration mode, I think.
No system.
Yeah, I think I have done only one time. Actually, I'm not sure.
Let me check in configuration mode. Okay, okay, no, don't worry. Well, you are right. No,
No system. I think no system ignore
no, there is
startup
no command
configuration.
like this. No, no. There is no command like this. Okay. Okay, after running this command,
I think that after that, I think actually we haven't launched current configuration in that router.
okay. Guys, on some router you will have reset button on router, and if you will press that reset button, your configuration will lose. And right, and on some routers you will not have this reset button on router, like on 2811 router this button is not available there. So if you don't know, if you are going to learn the common process that can be applied on all router, and you will not lose the configuration, your configuration will be still there. Everything depends on configuration register value, guys. Configuration register value is nothing but it actually tells the booting behavior of router, that how router is going to boot. If you will change configuration register value, that means booting behavior of router is changed. Password is configuration. First of all, when you will configure password, then it will enter in running configuration, that is RAM. Means if power will goes down, the content will lose. Okay, but if you will save the configuration, whenever you will configure password, definitely you will save it. When you will save it, it will saved in RAM to ROM, which is non-volatile memory. Means if power will goes down, then also password will be there, because password is where? Password is inside the running configuration. Running configuration was in RAM, and you have saved it to ROM. So now your password is saved in ROM. Now you have to tell to router, when you will boot, when you will reboot next time, please don't copy startup configuration content in running configuration. Don't copy a startup configuration. I need to change the booting behavior, and to this booting behavior, behavior should be, do not copy a startup configuration in RAM. Means don't copy the password. If it will not copy anything, then why it is going to copy password, right? So it will not copy the password also if you will change the booting behavior of router. And when you will get in configuration terminal, then you can check your startup configuration and you can change it. Now you can change the password. Here you can see the password. What is the password? After that, if you want to change it, you can change it. Or if you don't want to change, just you want to see the password, so you can see. And after that, you can simply run command copy a startup configuration to running configuration. Means now I am going to copy all the configuration from starting to running, and now your router will go get live with this configuration. This is how we are going to break the password on router, or we are going to escape the password on router without loss of configuration. So first of all, hope you guys are ready to understand configuration register value. How many type of configuration register value are there, right? What is the behavior of each configuration register value? You are going to understand multiple behavior of booting the router. When we will boot the router, then we have multiple way. See guys, you are going to learn about router and switch only, so please try to learn these two devices in, in every way. Like switch means how switch is going to forward the packet, how switch is going to learn the packet MAC address, how switch is going to build MAC address table. Means if you will learn everything, you will feel confidence that yes, I can pass interview. Interviewer can ask me, not any question that I don't know. I already know everything. Like this. So first try to understand how to boot the router, in how many way we have to boot the router, and how to change it, how to take control on it, that whenever we need this type of scenario, we can restore the password without loss of configuration. Okay, just 1 minute guys, then I will continue. If anyone have question, please let me know. See, while booting, if I will press Ctrl plus C, I will enter in Roman mode. And here, if you will put question mark, you can see these all command you can run here. These all command you can run here. This one is used to check directory, dir. Here is the booting. And somewhere reset option to reset the router. So for these purposes, Roman mode used. Is it clear? I was about to show you these things. See, if you want to change configuration register value, configuration register facility here, utility, configuration register utility. If I will like this, now you can see.
How we enter in Roman mode, Praful?
While putting, just you need to press Ctrl plus C.
Real time also same shortcut.
Right.
Praful.
Real time also. I will give you one video where I have performed same task on real device. Okay.
Okay.
On my
okay.
YouTube channel, there is one playlist called Real Device Configuration. In that playlist, in day 1, you will learn how to upgrade iOS on real device if you lost the configuration and everything. If you lost the iOS file, there is nothing on router. Then how to download it, and then how to restore it on real devices, everything. In day 2, you will see how to put iOS, take backup of iOS on TFTP server on real device. My laptop was acting as a TFTP server there, and on real I was performing everything on real devices, not in packet tracer. So you can visit to that playlist to check these things on real devices. And I have real devices as well. If you will tell me, I can access the device. Here devices are in front of me only. If you will say please access real devices, just why I want to see this configuration or that configuration, right, I will take access in just 2 minutes. Okay, on real devices also, in simulation software also, whatever thing I am teaching you, I don't know about others, whatever things I am teaching you, everything is directly possible on real devices. And this is hand proven by me. I have deleted the iOS file of my 4 routers by myself, just to check that I am able to download it and restore it from TFTP server, right, just to perform the practical. Even I have lost so many routers because flash memory is not working. In some of router, fast Ethernet link 0/0 is not working. In some different kind of issue are there, right? So 4 is unused and 12 is used. In one rack, I have 4 routers. Means we can perform lab of 4 routers, right? In upcoming day, we will perform lab on real device also. Some commands are there that is not, that command is not acceptable in packet tracer or in GNS3. Then you have to take access of router, just like VLAN, private VLAN. There is no any video on YouTube on private VLAN. Good video. Through that video, you can understand exactly what it is. So because these lab is not possible on simulation software, that's why I have real device only for you guys. Okay, fine. So let's understand how we can break the password. Here I have one PDF. Let me resume the recording. Yeah, recording is on. How to break password of Cisco router. See, first of all, how to secure the router. We can configure console password first of all to to secure console console ports. That means whenever someone will try to access like this, when I am typing on router and I am getting CLI access, this is what console access. Through console I have access of this router, like in real time how you will take access. This is your router and you will have one PC, and you will connect your PC to this router. This is real time scenario. Sorry, here you can see console port. So I have connect this router to console port. After that, through putty, in real time through putty you will access this router. In putty you will log in this router like this. Here you can see, not here, terminal, and yes, I have access of this router. Getting my point? What is this? I have access of, this is how you will access router in real time. Okay, but here in packet tracer directly you can type on this logo, and when you will type on this logo you will get this interface. Here you have one option of CLI. If you will click on CLI you will get console access, right? In real time you have to connect your computer to this router, or maybe you will have telnet access, means remote access. There is some more option. One is console option, and second one is, here I have, I think, second one is enable password. That there are some mode on router. First, if I will talk about first mode, so first mode is user mode. Guys, there are some mode to configure the router, right? To manage the router, to troubleshoot the router, to configure the router, there are some modes. That there are some specific tasks that you can perform in this mode, these tasks in this mode, and these tasks in this mode. Like Roman mode, Roman is also mode, and in that Roman mode we can take very less number of services. Like here in Roman mode, again I want to enter in Roman mode. What I will do, I will turn off the device. After that I will again turn on the device. For some time device will goes down and up. After that, control plus C, Roman mode, and press button. Whenever you don't know the command, you can use press question mark. Whenever you don't know the command, so what is the possible command related to your input is will show you here. Like here I have checked all the command, so there is very less number of command. But if here I will run one command, let's say reset, it will reset the router, and reset feature is there. So that's why I have used this feature to reset the router. It will reset the router. I will get access in user mode. User mode is for basic troubleshooting, for basic verification only, not to configure. Here we cannot configure anything. This mode is for verification and basic verification. Like if you will put question mark here to check how many options are there in this mode, so you can see you will have some mode option on real devices. I will show you it on real devices also. Okay, so we can use these commands like telnet is there, SSH is there, show command is there, means we can check anything, we can ping anything, we can run exit command here, we can run enable command to move in next mode. Enable is the service in this mode which is used to enter in next mode of router, that is privilege mode. Okay, so here we can type enable. If I will type enable, you can see now sign has been changed. Earlier it was router greater than, and now it is router hatch. And here if you will run this command, you can see lots of options are there. Lots of options are there in which mode? In privilege mode. So privilege mode is for main troubleshooting. User mode, basic configuration. Enable mode, main troubleshooting, verification command. And after that there is one service, that is you can see configuration, to move in configuration terminal, configure. So to move in next state mode, you can run command configure terminal. With the help of this configuration terminal, you will enter in configure terminal mode, and this mode is mainly for configuration. In fact, around 90% of configuration is going to done in this mode, that is configuration mode. This is configuration mode, this is privilege mode, and this is user mode. User mode is used to verify basic things, and there is one more mode, Roman mode, that is not in Cisco IOS. These are part of Cisco IOS. In Cisco IOS there are 3 mode. Okay, here you can see various services are there. That service we are going to learn. Then configure mode. After that, if you want to configure something on interface, that is again additional. There are maximum 6 or 8 interfaces are there on one router. So let's say if you want to configure the interface, command will be interface, or here you can put the question mark. Here if you will put question mark, you can see again I can run lots of command in this mode. These all commands are for configuration. Earlier all command was for verification, and these all command are for configuration. Configure AAA, configure access list, configure banner on the router, boot service, right? Class map, we will understand clock means time on this router. There is one NTP server which is used to synchronize time on devices. So with NTP server this router is synchronized, and with the help of that they have set one time. Maybe there is no NTP server, so router will assign one time to their IOS. In their IOS there will be time service as well. You can check the clock, so you can set the clock here. And if you want to enter in next mode, that is interface mode, you can run command interface. So here I can run command interface, and then interface type, fast Ethernet or Ethernet or serial, which type of interface you want to configure. Let's say I want to configure fast Ethernet link. Fast Ethernet means fast Ethernet link 0/0. What is 0/0? This is port ID. This is port number 0. Last 0 is port number, and first one is what? Card number. Means in card number 1, port number 0. 0/1 means in card number 1, port number 2. Like guys, here you can see this is router. If I will show you the physical of this router and zoom it, so you can see this is router. In the router there are slots. Yes, in this slot I can put the card, and card come with ports, RJ45 ports. Okay, so there are, you can see 1 2 3 4 5 empty slot are there. So if there is one, I am going to put one card in this slot. I have put one card in this slot, let's say, and on that slot I have two interface, 0/0 and 0/1. 0/0 and 0/1, and this slot number is 0. This slot number is 0. This slot is 1. This slot is, sorry, wait. This slot is 0. This slot is 1. This slot is 2. This slot is 3. So this port will become what? Card number, means slot number 0 and port number 0. And this port is slot number 0, port number 1. And let's say in this slot if we have 2 port, so this port will get what ID? Port ID 2/0, means slot number 2, port number 0, and this port will get what ID? 2/1, means slot number 2 and port number 1. Is it clear? So on any interface, if you want to configure any interface, you can configure in this mode. Here you can see again symbol is changed. Here router config if, and here in configure terminal mode there was symbol router configuration. And here, like if I want to configure IP address, so I can say IP address 10.1.1.1 255.255.255.0. Done. I have configured the IP address. This is my configuration. Let me configure the host name also. Host name means name of router. Let's say I have configured host name CCNA, right? So now my host name of router is CCNA, and now I am going to again enter in privilege mode. So directly I can type Control plus Z to enter in privilege mode from global config mode. Here I have typed Control plus Z. I have entered in privilege mode, and in privilege mode, what we can do? We can configure enable password. There are some basic configuration as well on enable mode, right? Not only troubleshooting. There are some basic configuration and main troubleshooting. This mode. So here I can type enable and then password. See, I am not able to run this command enable password here, right? Only command that I can run is enable. Only this command is here, right? Because the command which I am going to run is available in global config mode. Here if I will run enable password, so you can see I am going to enable one password on enable mode. Means from here, from this mode to this mode, if you will want to enter enable privilege mode to configuration mode, it will ask this password. Enable password is securing the enable mode. This privilege mode is also called enable mode. We also call this mode to enable mode. So enable mode password means it will ask this password in enable mode. Let's say here I am going to configure one password, Cisco 123, Cisco 123. After that I can run exit command to exit from this mode, exit. And this is the troubleshooting command. Here I can check show running configuration, here this mode is used for verification. So this is one verification I am going to check running configuration. So in running configuration you can see one password is stored, that is enable password Cisco 123. Host name is CCNA. Whatever configuration you will do here, right, you can check it in configuration, running configuration. In running configuration, here iOS version is 15.1, right? This is information. After that there are many more information, but for now we don't have any information. Yes, more information like on fast ethernet 0/1 c we have configured one IP address. So IP address on fast ethernet 1/ is configured to 10.1.1.1 I have configured one IP address here on this interface, right? So that is also in running configuration. Now in privilege mode, if I will run exit command, so I will enter where? User mode. Now I have configured one password there, right? Enable password. So if I will try to enter in privilege mode, it will ask that password. Now what is that password? Password was sure?
Enable secret.
Cisco 123.
Yeah.
Cisco 123. No.
Capital C.
Yeah. Right. And then see, this password is visible in running configuration. If anyone will check running configuration, they can see my password, that my password is Cisco 123. So again, you know, similar like enable password, we can configure one encrypted password as well. That password will be encrypted, not in plain text. So like here we can run command enable secret for that. And again I am going to say same password Cisco 123. What it's saying? The enable secret you have choose as the same as enable password. So I have configured same password as a enable password also, so I cannot configure same password as a secret password. I have to change the name. So again I am going to say, let's say CCNA 123. I have defined different name. And now if you will check running configuration, so running configuration is the command to check running configuration. You can see enable secret password is encrypted and enable password is in plain text, right?
So among these two password, which will be used to access?
Enable secret.
Okay.
You should use enable secret, right? Password is same. See now if I will try to exit from here, sorry, wait for some time. I have typed wrong command here. If you will type wrong command, you know, your console will get stuck for 30 seconds or for 40 seconds. Okay. And after that guys, I have configured the password here. Now I have configured some configuration as well, like hostname configuration and IP address on one interface. So I am going to save this configuration in a startup configuration, and let's say now I have forget the password. Okay, so first let me tell you about the configuration register value, and then we will come on it. Just wait for some time. So we can configure password on line console. We can configure enable password and enable secret password, and as I told you that we can access this device remotely as well. So you will always access device, routers or switch remotely through one line interface. One interface is again required, and that line interface is called line VTY interface. So if you want to configure password on line VTY, so you can run this command, line VTY password. Let me check.
So Praful, if suppose we have configured password once, is there any days that password should expire or we need to change, or that will be remain as it is we have configured once?
You can configure it. Configuration is available.
No, suppose I have configured today, so that will remain as it is, or like 6 months
Yeah, remain as
it will get
is.
expire, or 3 months it will get.
No, remain. It will remain. Okay, so here now I am going to run exit command. I have entered in user mode, and now if I will type enable, see it's asking one password. This is which password?
Secret key.
CCNA?
Secret key. CCNA.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, CC.
First it have asked what? Enable password. Then it have asked what? Enable secret password. So you can configure both. Again, we have one more option. Let's say here I am going to connect one router.
Here we need to enter two password. One is the password which we have configured first time, and the second which we have encrypted, right?
Right.
Okay.
Actually, we can use only one. One is secret, or actually we have to use it any one. But
You
Yeah,
can use
right.
both as well.
Yeah, both, even
Who
both
is
as
stopping
well.
you? Yes, both as well. Now I am going to just configure these two router just to show you that I can access router 1 from router 2, right, through telnet. And let me configure it later. First of all, just I am going to configure only password on line VTY. Line VTY and password. If you want to secure remote access feature, then you have to run this command, line VTY and then password, I think. Okay, 024 and password. Here also I am going to say Cisco 123. See, it have accepted. Now I have configured 3 password. So run.
We have to.
In running configuration, you can see I have configured enable secret. I have configured enable password, and then I have one more password on line VTY interface. Here is line VTY interface. On line VTY interface also you can see password is Cisco 123. Now let's say I have forget the password. I am going to write this configuration. Now if you will check a startup configuration, a startup configuration means saved configuration. So a startup configuration, you can see it's saying a startup configuration is not present, means there is nothing in a startup configuration, right? Everything is in running configuration. So running configuration, you can see all configuration are there in running configuration. And guys, running configuration is non-volatile memory, means if power will goes down, configuration will lose. And startup configuration means saved configuration is non-volatile memory. So if I will copy running configuration to a startup configuration, if now power bill goes down, then also my configuration will be there, right? Now you can check. So a startup configuration, let's say, so a startup, now you can see in a startup configuration there is configuration, right? I have saved the configuration. I have saved the configuration. You can use write command as well to save the configuration. Okay, now I am going to just take you here to show you configuration register value. Like you can see what is configuration register value. So configuration register value, it is an 16 bits value which represent in the form of hexadecimal. 16 bits value which represented in hexadecimal value. Okay, it is stored in NVRAM. NVRAM means non-volatile memory. Means if power will goes down, it will not erase. Right, it will be still there. After that, it is used to tell the booting behavior of router. Booting behavior of router. By default configuration register value on router is 0x2102. Okay, let me verify it. On router, if you want to check configuration register value, you can run command show version. Here I can run command show version, and let me maximize this console. In show version, it will show me what is the configuration register value of my device. Configuration register value is
I think your
0x.
screen has got struck or what? Actually,
What about others, guys?
No, it's
It's
normal.
visible.
Oh, it's normal.
It's normal.
I think brother issue is from your side only. Should I stop the class? Hello?
No. Please continue.
Okay.
I think his network is.
From his side, na?
Yeah.
Or from my side? From my side, it's okay, right?
Yeah, your side is okay.
Okay. So here by default configuration register value is 0x2102. And see what is the booting behavior of this configuration register value. See, by default is this one, and type of register value is 0x2102, that is by default, 0x2100 and 0x2142. Right, and see here the behavior. First of all, try to understand the memory on router, then I will make you understand this. Let me use my pen tab. See guys, type of memory on router is flash. We have one flash memory, we have one NVRAM, ROM, RAM, NVRAM, and flash. Right, flash memory is used to store operating system of router, means iOS. Flash memory is used to restore operating system. Operating system, like like your Windows operating system. Cisco have one iOS operating system, that is iOS. So it is used to store iOS. NVRAM is used to store saved configuration. Saved configuration, as I told you, right? Saved configuration will be the part of NVRAM. And ROM, in case if let's say RAM will fail or main operating system will stuck, right, because of any reason, then for at least some time router can boot with mini iOS. So that's why ROM will have one backup of iOS, that is mini iOS. So whenever iOS will corrupt, right, it is going to check. Definitely you have to give some input, and after giving input, it is going to store it in ROM. Okay. Then RAM is used to store running configuration. Whatever configuration you will do on router, that will store in running configuration, and running configuration is part of RAM. This is part of RAM is non-volatile memory. This is volatile memory. This is non-volatile memory. This is non-volatile memory. So only RAM is non-volatile memory. Sorry, this is volatile memory, na? RAM.
yes,
RAM is volatile.
RAM is volatile memory.
Sorry, RAM is volatile memory. Yes, exactly. And except RAM, all are NVRAM, means that will be still on the device if power will goes down.
Yes.
So if you have configured something on router, and if power will goes down, your configuration will get lost. Okay.
So here,
now,
Praful, you mentioned RAM is a volatile memory. I mean, that is a running configuration, right? So if anything goes wrong, the running configuration should be lost, right?
right.
So, okay.
So that's why you need to save the configuration in non-volatile, that is ROM.
Okay.
That is
okay.
ROM
In
or
ROM,
NVRAM?
Sorry,
Startup.
extremely sorry. NVRAM. Sorry. Oh.
No,
Okay.
whatever we have configuration saved means actually it will go to the ROM only.
Yeah, because that should be saved. NVRAM is
Yes.
non-volatile. I mean, if you mentioned that power is, I mean, if there is an issue with the power, the NVRAM, whatever configuration we have, doing at that time, that should be running in NVRAM. So that power will cut down. That means the configuration will be lost. So it is not saved into ROM. Once we save it, it should be in ROM, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
you can understand like this that NVRAM is a non-volatile memory, okay, and ROM and flash is non-volatile and RAM is volatile. Means whatever content are there in RAM that will get lost if power will goes down, and whatever content are there in ROM and flash, that content will still there on the router. That's it.
So
Is it?
NVRAM and RAM, these both are non-volatile memory, right?
NVRAM is not a part of router. NVRAM is a type of memory, and a startup configuration, that is save configuration, is part of that memory. There is one NVRAM. Let's say there is one NVRAM. There is nothing, and if you want to put running configuration in NVRAM, you can put it. But there is nothing in the in the NVRAM in the startup configuration by default. And here in RAM there will be still some configuration like hostname configuration. If you will not configure anything, and then also if you will check running configuration, you will get some configuration. So that is
If,
part
if,
of
if
iOS.
suppose
Thank
if
you.
suppose
Hello.
I am configuring a password or host name,
No.
where that
Here you will
configuration
configure
is going to save, right? We are
RAM.
not saving it through
Yes,
write
yes.
command.
Actually, that
In
and
that
all.
RAM,
time,
RAM, RAM. Your
Yeah.
config password will save in RAM. If
No,
power
no,
bill
no.
goes down, your configuration bill goes down. Your password will also goes down. So
it,
that's why you
earlier
need
you
to save
mentioned
the
that
configuration
that
in
running
and
configuration should be stored in NVRAM. So that is a
running
confusion.
configuration is RAM. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
So like whatever we are configuring into the router until the write command, that all configuration available in RAM only or in NVRAM
In
only?
RAM. In
In RAM.
RAM only.
Okay. Okay.
And until and unless you will not save the configuration, right?
Yeah.
Nothing will enter from RAM to ROM. NV means running to a startup means RAM to NVRAM means a startup configuration RAM to NVRAM.
Then what will be stored in the ROM?
Mini iOS, backup of iOS. If let's say iOS will fail, then mini iOS will be there to boot the router. Okay, and see guys, the booting behavior of this configuration register. Booting behavior of this configuration register is very simple. When you will turn on the power, it is going to check when you will press the button, it is going to check the flash memory. From the flash, it will store the iOS. After that, it will check RAM. Sorry, RAM to NV. It will check NVRAM. If there is something in NVRAM, it will copy it in RAM and it will boot it. It will show you the access in user mode. First, it will
Here,
copy the iOS.
here it is
After that,
directly checking with RAM as well, right? Flash
RAM
directly
only.
checking with. Okay.
RAM. After that, it will check NVRAM. If content is there in NVRAM, then it will copy. If there is nothing in NVRAM, then it will not copy anything and it will boot up.
Is there any
Getting my point?
possibility while router is running, something should be in NVRAM? Because while the router should
No.
restart, right? Nothing can be saved in NVRAM. All will be, all the configuration will be lost.
Yeah.
So anything which will router will get from NVRAM? No.
No. There is, this is not possible, brother. This is different thing. Try to focus on concept. Where are you going? That is not concern. NVRAM, when you will turn on the button, just keep in mind one thing. Booting behavior of this configuration register value is, let's say I am a router. So what I will do, once you will turn on me, I will check my flash memory. I will store the flash memory to my RAM. After that, I will check RAM. In RAM, whatever configuration are there, I will copy. And then I will check NVRAM. Is there any information inside the NVRAM? If yes, then copy it. If no, then leave it and just boot up. This is my behavior, very simple. So here in my scenario, what happened, I have configured one password here and I have saved the password. Earlier password was in RAM, but I have saved it, so now it is in NVRAM. And when I am turning on the power, it is going to check flash. Yes, it have restored the iOS. Then it will check RAM. In RAM there is nothing. It will check NVRAM. In RAM there is some configuration, by default configuration. Then it is going to check NVRAM. In NVRAM, yes, there is configuration. Let me copy it. It will copy in RAM. right? Means password is again, password have copy from NVRAM to RAM. Password has copy from NVRAM to have copy from NVRAM to RAM. So that's why when router will boot up, it will ask you for password. So I am going to tell to behavior that please not look up for NVRAM. Check only flash memory and boot it. Don't check NVRAM content. Then so do you think that when I will turn on the device, it will ask for password? No, because password is not available in RAM. RAM is volatile memory. Everything will get lost once I will turn off the device. Configuration is here in NVRAM. So by default booting behavior is this one, and this behavior tells that copy NVRAM data in RAM then boot. Okay, so that's why we have another configuration register value, that is 0x2142. This booting behavior tells that only copy iOS from flash to RAM. That's it. Don't copy anything. ROM, no NVRAM, nothing. If anyone is thinking that why there is ROM if there is no use of ROM, so guys wait. There is use of ROM also. Let's say if flash memory will here iOS is not working fine, then this field is going to work, but you have to change the booting behavior value. So booting behavior value is if 0x2142, then this number is also not important, because you can check this number anytime on Google, right? So number is not important for you. So fine. Okay, this is the, yeah.
Gee, then how we come to know which register value it's actually going to take?
We will tell now. By default, you can see here what is configuration register value, and the register value we are going to tell. Please use this one. I don't know the password, so I cannot show you, but here on this router I can show you. See, by default configuration register value is this one, and one configuration register value you are going to configure. So version, this is by default configuration register value. Okay, 0x2102, which we just discussed before. Okay, now where I was, yes, on this configuration register value is also hope clear. Now next is if iOS get fail. Sorry, where is my pen? If my iOS will get fail, let's say corrupt, then what I will do, I will configure this configuration register value 0x2102. Then what behavior is, only copy mini iOS from RAM. So if you will set this iOS, router will boot up with this behavior. If you will set up this register value, it will copy only flash to RAM, iOS file from RAM. Okay, and this configuration register value is by default, which is going to check both NVRAM and RAM. So I need to change which one, which configure register value I need to configure this one. Yes or no? Because I also want that don't copy running configuration, NVRAM configuration in RAM. So let me take you to router number 1. On router number 1, first I will turn off the device. While booting, first of all, see here it's asking for password. I don't know the password. It's asking for password. Enable. I am not able to enter in enable mode. See, first of all I am going to turn off the device, then I will turn on again, then CLI control plus C, and in Roman mode I am going to put question mark. In question mark I am going to use this command, config, and then config, after that configuration register number, because if you will put question mark here, it's asking for different thing. Here we need to provide what? Configuration register value. Here we can run config, and register value is 0x. What is configuration register value of this booting behavior? 2142. Right, and then reset. Now your router will boot up with this configuration register value, not 0x2102, with this configuration register value. And if it will boot up with this configuration register value, then it is not going to ask for password. You can see that's why host name is router. That means this is running configuration. This time router have not copy anything from a startup configuration. Oh my god, let me check a startup configuration. Startup, let me see the password first. So here we cannot run a startup configuration command, so I have to run enter enable, and here I can run so
Startup configuration.
a startup configuration. See, host name is CCNA, then okay, so you can see all configuration are there. Line VTY configuration, line VTY password, right? Cisco 123. So this is but in a startup configuration, that's why it's not asking for me. What I am going to do, I can do one thing. Let me create one. First of all, let me show you configuration register value. So version. Now configuration register value is changed. Same.
No, actually you have given, na, there is 214 before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's same.
Booting
only.
behavior of this configuration register value is to not copy NVRAM content. Yes or no?
Yes. Only it should be copy from that flash only. Okay.
Right. Now what I will do here, see, I am going to change the password. I am going to run no enable password and no enable secret.
Prabal, one thing. Once you set the configuration register for value, after that you was putting like reset command also, right?
Right.
Yeah, then it will not
So
erase
I
the
am resetting, you know, from console, and you are resetting the router through button. This is different.
Okay, yeah, that's right. All right, got it.
This one is best, brother.
Okay, okay.
You should reset like this. I have removed
Okay.
the password. Now what will happen if I will copy this password in running configuration? Copy running configuration to startup configuration. I have copy, and now so a startup configuration. In a startup configuration, you can see host name is what? Router. That means your configuration is lost. Host name was what? CCNA.
Yes.
There is no enable password, definitely yes, but your configuration, you have lost the configuration, right? Why I have lost the configuration? Can anyone tell me? Where I lost the configuration?
Sir, I didn't
When?
notice the class, Prabal.
Hmm?
Maybe you scroll up that CLI, we will see if we can find something.
Here.
Actually, override that configuration, like you save the configuration that should be overlapped in the previous configuration. So that's the reason.
You did right,
Overlap
Memendra.
means, you know, machine have delete the previous configuration and it have saved the new configuration. Definitely whenever you will save the configuration, it will reset previous one.
It will add
Then
on to
what
the
to do?
configuration or it will replace the configuration.
It will replace the configuration. Replace the configuration. Okay, so on this router again I am going to configure some password, this time enable password and anything, right? And then enable console, line console, enable secret, and line console 0 password. Here also on console port we can configure password. So this is how you can configure. Here also I have configured anything, right? Now save, right? right? Now I am going to do what? I will turn on the off the device.
Yes.
I will turn it on again, and this time Control plus C,
Yes.
here config in a small, config register number 0x
2142.
142
2142.
and reset.
Like while we putting that command reset, that will reset the previous booting, that type, the number which
Yeah,
which
everything.
was selected.
No.
So
No, this is configuration register value. You can only change configuration register value. Device is not going to change it automatically. Even if you will reset 1000 times, then also it is not going to change. Okay. Now,
so why we used the reset after the configuration value we have entered?
oh my god, command is there only. Reset command to reset the device. If you will have one button on router, that is also fine. Same like that reset
Okay.
button. After putting configuration register value, you need to reset the device. That's it.
Okay.
Yes or no?
Got it. Got it.
Then here we can check running configuration. In running configuration, there is no password. Oh, I have not changed anything in configuration. So how we will get to know that I have accessed the router? You guys can perform this lab. Okay, now I'm going to show you. So startup configuration. In a startup configuration, you can see password are there. What I will do, I will enter in privilege mode, config mode, and then here I can run one command, or in privilege mode also, because I am already in privilege mode, so it will not ask for password. I'm going to copy startup configuration to running configuration. Now you can see 5706 byte copy in a second, right? And now if you, I will check. So running configuration, we can see yes, password is still there. So now we can run no password, no enable password, or if you want to change it, you can change it. So no enable password, no enable password. Any command if you want to remove, just you need to say no in beginning, and then no enable
Secret.
and then line
No line.
console, online console also, no, 0 no password, yes. And then line vty, line vty 04 no password. And now you can configure new password. So this is how. So running configuration, now you can see in running configuration password is not there, and in a startup configuration also. So startup configuration, password is not there, password is still there. So what I will do, I will again update the NVRAM startup configuration. If I will save this configuration, new configuration, automatically it will replace it, yes or no? So write it. And now if you will check a startup configuration, you can see there is no password. Okay, so hope you guys have understood. If anyone
How
have
to change
question.
how to change the password without losing the previous configuration?
So here I have not lose the configuration, na? In last example, yes Raja, I have copy the configuration from a startup configuration, yes or no?
Yes. I think you have copied from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can perform it by yourself, na?
What is the difference between the two? You done two ways, no?
Configuration register value.
Okay.
Prabal, one thing, if you are resetting the device, it will not erase the startup configuration also, right?
Right.
Okay, only it will erase running configuration.
Yeah, running configuration.
Okay.
You can perform this lab by yourself, and you can see it, how it's working. It will be better if you will perform, because in packet tracer what is happening, right? We can perform at least 2 times.
So,
Okay.
Praful, if we loading that startup configuration and we replacing that with the previous configuration, so only that password setting will be changed, or like suppose
Like
we have configured ACL or
whole
the IP
configuration.
addresses, those all
Arey
will be
yaar,
changed.
all configuration, brother, all configuration. We all
So that should not be
configuration.
ideal process, right? While we resetting the password, this should be. I mean, we should take care of it. Like the configuration should not be replaced.
No, your startup configuration will get replaced. Now, first you have copy the startup configuration, then you have removed the password, and then you have again saved the configuration. So configuration is still same. Only we have
No,
removed the
no,
password,
that
but
main,
configuration register value.
no, that
Yeah.
main configuration actually, actually it will not erase. Actually, it should store in that NVRAM only. Okay. Hello.
Okay.
Only we are resetting that password here, right?
Yeah, but when we are setting the configuration register value, that is for entire configuration. Configuration register value is with entire configuration. Today definitely we are discussing how to reset the password, but configuration register value is like 0x 2142. If anyone is thinking that this is for password reset, so no guys, this is for entire configuration. We are changing the behavior of router.
Then it's not a very good way, na? Actually, we are losing that whole configuration means.
Why you are losing the configuration? You have first you have, I think you didn't get my point, brother. You have not understood.
Sir, can you repeat the whole sequence from beginning to
Can you
end?
explain?
No, no, no. Actually, this scenario, whatever it just you explained, na, this is for only password reset, or if we lose that whole configuration, means how to reset that whole configuration. Actually, what is that exactly? This
What you
scenario.
are thinking? First tell me, in this scenario we have lost the configuration and we have saved the configuration. Tell me this first. We have lost the configuration and we have saved the configuration. We have still configuration or not? Whatever I configured on router, that is still there or not?
Yeah, actually, it was there. Mm,
And configuration register value is for password reset.
yeah, I thought it's for password reset only. Okay.
Configuration register value is for password reset.
Actually, I'm not
If
getting
we
now.
if
Actually,
we
I'm
if we
confused.
change the configuration value, that means the whole configuration will be. I mean, the router will be
Yeah, he
boot
have
from
not
different.
understood.
Yeah.
He have understood that
No, no.
configuration
My
register value
confusion,
is.
my confusion was, my confusion was. So suppose if we saving that configuration, if we reset the password and we loading that configuration into NVRAM, then the
Brother,
previous
listen,
configuration which.
listen, listen 1 minute. You guys are confusing. See, if you have 100 access control list on router, right? If that 100 control list, one
Apol,
access list entry you want to delete, right? And you
Munish
don't
is
want
trying
to
to
access
join.
the router. Huh?
Munish is trying to join. You just accept him.
Yeah, I have accepted. No one is there, brother. Now he have sent the request. If you have 100 number of access control list and if you want to remove two entry, let's say only, so you can do it like this also. Let's say you don't have access, so you can use this method to remove because you will get access in configuration, configure terminal mode, and in that router configuration is there, and you have entered in configure terminal mode. That means you can run no password command at all, password related no command. You can apply this command, and after that you will save the configuration. So what will happen? Configuration will go, erase, get erase all configuration. Don't, no problem. We have configuration in running configuration now. Just I have copied from the startup. From that I have removed the password. Don't know what happened to you guys. Why you guys have not understood this?
Praful, can you explain the startup which we called a startup configuration? So I can.
A startup configuration means saved configuration, which you have saved.
Okay.
Right? If you will save the configuration, your configuration will not erase if power goes down. This is the benefit. That's why we save running configuration to NVRAM, RAM to NVRAM, which is RAM is volatile. So that's why NVRAM, RAM to NVRAM means non-volatile memory. So here just I have tried to teach you guys that if configuration register, if we are changing the configuration register value, that means you are changing the entire booting behavior of router, right? But if you want to reset the password, still you can reset it with using the technique of configuration register.
Sir,
Can you explain it in whiteboard again? What and all you've done?
Yeah, that's what I was. The whole sequence, sir, from the beginning to end. I mean, you can just run through it so that you can understand it once more. And one more
Okay.
small doubt. Let's say after we change the configuration, this one, right? That config register, right? After that,
Wait,
you
wait.
also type the command reset. Let's say if we don't type that command reset, if we just change the config value
You
alone
cannot
and then we
boot. You
reboot,
can,
what will happen?
brother. Listen, Mina. Without reset button, without pressing reset, why guys? Why don't know why you guys are repeating the question, the nonsense question. If you will not run reset command, your router will not boot. It is used to boot the router. First, you have defined the configuration register value. Then you are telling to router boot. Please boot with press button. Don't know why. What is there in press button? Why you guys are not getting today only?
Maybe if the reset command is not given, it won't go to the router that mode.
Oh,
Router
okay.
prompt.
Reset button is also there on router. I said many times that this is similar like button on router.
So you mean to say that the command that we type in reset is not for resetting the configuration, but we are just asking or
No, for
just to
configuration. The
reboot, right?
configuration register don't need to do anything with configuration. They don't know configuration. They only booting behavior. What I did, I just changed the booting behavior of router. Earlier router was booting with it was copying the IOS from flash memory to RAM, and after that it was checking NVRAM content, and that then it was copying NVRAM information if there is something in NVRAM. After that it was booting. So I told router, by changing the booting behavior, that is configuration register value, please don't copy a startup configuration when you will boot. Don't copy means NVRAM data in RAM while booting. Just I have do one thing, and after that I have
If
copy the
suppose,
data. When
yeah,
I get access, I have copy the data in my running configuration, and in my running configuration I have changed the password, I have removed the password, and then I have replaced the startup configuration. That only I did. I don't know what happened to you guys.
yes, exactly. Actually, I'm saying that same thing. See, if we use that register value, that is 22142, okay. If you use means only it will copy that from that flash memory only, right? So it's not going to erase that current configuration, whatever is there in that router, okay, that main configuration, right? Now actually if we use that flash means we are going to reset that password only, right? Or actually we have to set that new password
Brother, wait.
without losing any configuration. Okay, this is a procedure only, right?
Okay.
Hello.
Okay, fine. Yes, exactly.
Now before that you were saying like only it will reset that whole means it will erase that whole
Brother,
configuration.
I am telling you that this process is not for password resetting. Password resetting is just, you have used password, this method to password recovery. This is different thing.
Yeah,
Register value is
yeah,
used to
password
change booting
recovery or
behavior of router.
yeah, password recovery
We have no
or
lost
password reset. What?
configuration here. We have lost the configuration, or we have a configuration. What's our us? We have configuration or we lost the configuration.
Yeah, actually we have configuration, but you said that before that actually we have it will go erase that whole configuration or something. Actually you said no. So that's why actually we are confused whether it's a whole
Initially, you gave the host name as CCNA. That was lost, right?
Yeah, exactly, because we have understand one concept there, that if whenever we will save the configuration, it will replace the startup configuration. That was concept only.
It will replace, no? Then the previous
Yeah, it
configuration
will
will be
replace.
lost.
Yeah, so why, that's why we have not used that method, na. That why
Then what
what
you
we
did in the
have did,
second method? We don't know the
we
difference
copy
between
the
the two
configuration,
methods.
we copy the startup configuration in running configuration, then we have removed the password, okay, and then again we have replaced the startup configuration. This is I did in second scenario, and this is the actual way to break password on router.
And after that, we have to again change the configuration value, right?
Yeah, now it's need to again, we need to, it's responsibility, it's our responsibility to change again configuration register value, but this time you have access, so you can change configuration register value directly in configure terminal mode. Here also you can run command configuration register, and here whatever configuration register value you want to set, you can set it. What was the earlier configuration register number was? 2102.
2102.
And now reload the device, reload the device.
So
No,
2102 or 2120?
2102.
You have typed 2120.
yeah, that's why we got error. Here also we can change it, or I can show you in a different router. I think I have access of this router here. Yes, here also in global configure mode we can run this command, configuration register, and whatever configuration register you want to configure here, you can configure it. Because we don't have any configuration on this router, you can perform this lab by yourself, and if you will have dot, then I will show you. And tomorrow I will show you how to take backup of configuration of this router on TFTP server. But don't know why, guys, I am not satisfied with today class. Why you guys have lots of dot
You,
today?
you, you have done it fast, so we can't understand. If we see the video again, we can come to know what.
Yeah, I will definitely check.
Actually, Praful, the confusion is like when you are replacing that startup configuration, na? So we thought that the whole configuration was replaced, or we thought that the password only got replaced. So that is the from my end what I confused
Yeah,
in
I
between.
told you, but
So
I
like while
told
we
you 2 times.
no worries, I may I'll go through that video as well, and we'll see if we can catch up.
Definitely. Why no? You guys need to watch a video once again. Okay, today video. Please watch this video again. One more time at least.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir,
Maybe if you will watch the video and if you will not get the point, then tomorrow again I will start from here only. Don't worry.
Okay.
But please watch the video. I think explanation was good. You guys should understood. Let me check also by myself.
Actually, Prabhu, how to reset the startup configuration, Prabhu?
Delete a startup configuration. Here you can type this command, brother. Delete a startup configuration.
Okay.
delete or erase. It should be erased.
Yeah, right. Actually, why I'm asking this one, because when we are doing like reset the device, it's also erase the startup config also. That's why I'm asking
Yeah.
you right now. But right now, yeah, I got it. No issue.
Sir, I mean, as far as you explained, right, let me try to put it in step by step as I observed, but correct me if I'm wrong so that it will be useful for the others also. Okay.
Yeah.
So the whole workflow is that, right? So let's assume that we have forget the password. So what we have done is that we are while we try to log in, right? We try to, I mean, when we restart the router or switch, and then we press in the Control C when it boots up. So when it boots up, and we press the Control C, and it will go to ROM on mode. So after we go to ROM on mode, we we type the command config or something.
Config.
Okay, config. Okay, and then so this command is executed to make sure that the router will next time boot uh, by not taking the startup config. It will just run with the basic one. I mean, not the startup
Very
config.
good.
And after that, we again need to reboot the router. So for rebooting the router, we are entering the command reset. So this reset is not to reset the configuration, but we are asking the router to reboot. For that, we are typing the command reset, and then we press the enter. So again, the router itself will reboot, and then while it reboots, right, it doesn't take any
Yeah.
startup config, and then it just goes and then it reboots and comes to the thing. So now there
ये
is
सब
no
पहले से
password,
पता था
nothing.
क्या?
So now we have the